Making the decision to leave a job is a huge decision for both you and your family. But how you leave is also very important. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, my name is Deborah, and this is #Deb Talk. It's an informal mentoring space where I share content to help you thrive at work. Just before we jump into today's content, I want to invite you right now to click that like button. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, select the bell and click all so that you can get notified whenever a new video comes out. In my recent video titled, "Is Work Taking Over Your Life?" I shared a little bit of my story, where there was a particular job that was taking over my life and becoming the center of it. I shared when I knew that I needed to leave and some of the lessons I learned about putting up boundaries to ensure that that doesn't happen again. I shared the link for that particular talk in the description so that you can take a listen to that. I encourage you to go ahead and do that. Making the decision to leave a job that's not healthy for you, that's not allowing you to have work-life balance, is a big deal. But like I said earlier, what's less known is that how you leave a job is important. It follows you. And what I mean by that is that it impacts your colleagues and it also impacts your career. How does leaving a job in a negative way affect your colleagues? Let's say you go to work and that day some stuff happened and you decided, I'm done, effective immediately. Or let's say you decide to do it the supernatural way, as in you ghost your employer, you just stop showing up, you don't accept calls, you disappear. Well, your colleagues are actually impacted. Let's start with your manager. If you decide to simply leave, chances are all of the things that were on your long to-do list becomes a part of your manager's to-do list now. Everything is shifted onto that particular person. You also didn't provide any time for them to find some kind of a replacement so that you leaving doesn't cause a whole lot of disruption. The next group of people typically impacted if you decide to leave suddenly are your peers. If things aren't shifted to your manager's to-do list, it's divided up amongst your peers. And what that means is that they already have so much work. Some of them are probably drowning in work, and now they have your stuff. On top of that, you're not there. So they have no instructions, no point of reference. They're having to figure this stuff out on their own. Neither your manager or your peers will be happy campers. Should you care? We'll talk about that in a moment. Another way you could decide to leave the job is by giving the people a piece of your mind. You don't hold back, you let them have it in English and any other language that comes to mind. To your manager. You have no leadership skills. It was chaos working here. You really need to get some leadership courses. I am so glad I'm done with this place. You can't lead a fly. You don't know where you are. I'm glad me I left this place, you see? Listen to me. I want to make sure you send me my last paycheck because my friend is a liar. Maybe you decide to address your coworkers. You don't think I know. You don't think we know. But you're a snitch. Yeah, we know that you go tell the boss any discussions we have out here. I never liked you. And you know what? I don't have to because I don't work here anymore. You is an informer. You think we never know? I'm never like you. I'm never trust you. That's why I'm never tell you my business. I don't know if any of you have ever witnessed something like that. Some of them were kind of funny. It's important to know that words are powerful. And once you send them out, you can't take them back. They cause damage to people and they also cause damage to your reputation. The second thing is how you leave a job impacts your career. In fact, it has far-reaching impacts on your career. One of the first things that occurs when you are filling out the application for a new job is that they ask you for the name of your past employer and the name and contact information for your manager. When they get on the phone and they start talking to that person to find out more about you, if you left in a way that was negative, how do you think that's going to impact that conversation? The other thing is, how many times have you heard that phrase, "It's a small world"? Because it is. You never know if the person that's actually doing an interview of you for your dream job, if they knew your manager or if they knew one of your peers. It's easy to find out these different connections by simply going on LinkedIn. And when these people actually connect and they find out, oh, I'm actually interviewing someone that used to work at your company. Her name or his name is X, Y, and Z. What do you think is going to happen? In part 2 of this talk, I'm going to share with you a little bit of how I was able to leave well. I'm going to share some tips with you on how you can do the same.